Be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. You can do the same at the Grizzly Gentleman for some fantastic beard products that'll make your beard look and smell great. You can also go to TCG Player using the affiliate link below and shop there to help support the show. And last but absolutely not least, go to greyvikinggames.com with the link below to get those sweet arena codes. What is up, Planeswalkers? Do you expect more Magic the Gathering Arena? That probably wasn't worth it. Anyway, today is Saturday, which means it is Death and Taxes Day. And yeah, we're playing with a couple of the new cards from Jumpstart Historic Horizons. Now, I really wanted to play with Blade Splicer, but what I decided is I'm going to probably do a more ETB heavy version next week, possibly dip into blue as well. That uses things like Blade Splicer and Restoration Angel. Might be more of a Hate Bears than a Death and Taxes deck. We'll have to kind of see when we get to it, but let's hop into this one. We got 3 Esper Sentinels. Really annoying way for our opponents to just get curved into annoyance. I mean, just imagine going Esper Sentinel into Thalia, into Reidane, just ruining your opponent's day. We have some ways of buffing its power, mostly via Luminarch Aspirant, but also via a single Maul of the Skyclaves in the main deck that very well can just make this card an absolute annoyance for any deck that's trying to play non-creatures. 3 Selfless Savior, we want to protect our things, and this dog can do it. We have a single Thraben Inspector. Essentially, she is just a nice way to get a little bit of that advantage by drawing a card. And we have ways of searching her up. 3 Containment Priest. There's a lot of just nonsense decks running around right now trying to do a bunch of nonsense things. And I figure we can have a Containment Priest contain their nonsense. 3 Declaration Stone. Sometimes you just got to get rid of stuff. You do give them a clue. But this is the best we have for right now. 4 Luminarch Aspirants allows us to just beat our opponent in. Just beat the crap out of them. Obviously, it buffs Esper Sentinel to make it just incredibly annoying for your opponent to cast things without you drawing extra cards, which is fantastic. 4 Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, makes our opponent's non-creature spells cost actual more. I mean, technically speaking, our opponent can just not care about Esper Sentinel, but we will get replacements, which is fantastic. But with Thalia, it just costs more. Also, 2 power first strike, not bad. 4 Archon of Emeria just annoys everything. Forces your opponent's non-bases come in tapped. I assume there's going to be a decent amount of greedy mana bases running around right now. It's great stuff. 3 Elite Spellbinder allows us to look at our opponent's hand and select a specific card and say, nah, we're going to wait for that in a few turns. Even more turns if we have these out, you know. A single Maul of the Skyclaves. This is just something that can give my board a little bit more oomph. And it's something that we can, equip to Ardenvale tokens or whatnot to have some longevity. Single Reidane in the main deck as well, just because she's great, but I could not justify more of her in the main deck. 2 Ranger-Captain of Eos. I kind of want to try this card out. It's a 3-mana 3/3 that ETBs and grabs you one of these. So already right there, decent value per card. And then of course you can just hold on your opponent's upkeep, sack the Ranger, especially if you know that they have a board wipe that they're going to try to use. And you can really just completely destroy their ability to hold you back from bludgeoning them to death. 4 Skyclave Apparitions. It exiles things. Oh, sure, they get some sort of lame token. I don't care. A lot of my power is going to be in the sky. Although there's actually less power in the sky in this iteration, but it's whatever. 1 Legion Angel to get us some more Legion Angels, very helpful in the grindier matches. 2 Castle Ardenvales, again very helpful in the grindy matchup. 16 Plains. I just love Sam Burley's land art, man, and this is just. 3 Blinkmoth Nexus, an additional way to get in some attacks. Obviously, what's quite nice, and this is something I've done previously, is you animate your Blinkmoth Nexus and you put your counters on your Blinkmoth Nexus, and then you have a nice storage area for your +1/+1 counters. If your opponent does a sorcery speed board wipe, we still got some counters on our Blinkmoth, and we can kill them in the face. 1 Field of the Dead, just for random pesky nonsense, and 1 Scavenger Ground. Once again, random pesky nonsense. Sideboard, I think it's relatively straightforward considering the sideboards I've built previously. We've got 3 Authority of the Consuls against essentially any aggro or creature deck. one Grafdigger's Cage, and one Weathered Runestone to stop a little bit of nonsense. Additionally, we have a Rest in Peace specific for hard graveyard decks, as well as 2 Remorseful Cleric specifically for hard graveyard decks. And I'm leaning a lot more towards Remorseful Cleric, just because I want to be able, essentially, to still hit my opponent and sack it only when I need it. Yeah. 2 additional Reidanes. She comes in essentially if I'm going up against an opponent who is playing a lot of high spell cost non-creatures. Yeah, that's it. We'll probably not very frequently bring in Valkmir. If our opponent is a Cavalcade of Calamity deck somehow, then we might bring this in, or maybe if they're burned, but not entirely sure. I guess I don't have... Yeah, that's something I'm missing is like life gain against burn, but that shouldn't be a problem. 2 Paladin Class against counterspell heavy decks, against flash nonsense rogues, ninjas. Well, rogue ninjas, they do still have a lot of flash stuff to cast during your turn. But yeah, it's essentially for that. And then yeah, the Legion Angels. That's about it. I've not tested this deck, not played with it at all. We're just gonna hop straight into it. Oh, these are Qs now. Wait, these were always Qs. Always have been. All right. Hope you all like the title that I gave it. These cost 1 more. Delicious. Hey, Arena? Hello? I have heard some people say that matchmaking's taking longer, but that actually wasn't all that long. I was just being impatient. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it seems pretty swell. We are only running 23 lands, but should be fine. I do want to comment. I am very happy that they added the Jumpstart Historic Horizons Planeswalkers to the Avatar selection. I have long been a fan and an advocate for Wizards making their money off of Arena by using cosmetics primarily. Unfortunately, that's supposed to come with them also making the rest of the card gathering economy better, but that hasn't exactly changed. But you know, baby steps. But yeah, I'm very happy that they brought those in. None of them have replaced my lovely zombie boys. My little kid. Okay, my opponent just decided to do nothing, I suppose. And we got a 3rd land, which is always nice to see. We could play Selfless Savior and activate this, to be honest. Yeah, let's do that, actually. Oh. We didn't have the white mana to also hold up Containment Priest, so I was like, let's just smork a little. We have a little bit of protection for our stuff. That's actually pretty sweet. It means that we can activate the Blinkmoth Nexus. And still have access to Containment Priest at instant speed. I do think we just smork in here. Alright. And yeah, we're good. So if our opponent wants to play a 2-drop, and it's not a creature, which I assume they're not going to be playing creatures, it costs them 3 if they want to let me draw a card. More if they don't. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not sure I'm actually going to cast Containment Priest. Yeah, I will. Technically, it doesn't increase my clock. But if I... Well, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have showed them this. Oh. Appreciate the card. I'm literally fine with that. Stop doing that. Well... It costs too much. Yeah, it would cost too much. And it's still a 2-turn clock, so I think I'm just gonna smork in for 5. And I'll still have the Containment Priest up. And if they do somehow play a board wipe, which I'm pretty sure they just can't. Let's see. They could. Alright, cool. We know very little about what our opponent is playing. We do know it's Azorius Control, essentially. It seems like they're going to be running counterspell, so we'll bring that in. Love those for it. I believe that's it. Excuse me. Very unlikely to need Declaration in Stone. We are slightly less likely to need that. Everything else, though, I think is fine. Let me just triple check. Yeah. Even the Containment Priest, I'm not in love with. But I don't think that's... Yeah, I don't think there's anything else really that I want to bring in. I did consider the Remorseful Clerics. Because it's very likely that they have Searcher's Canta. Or it's very possible. I don't know if it's likely. I don't know what Azorius decks are playing right now. Our opponent, though, essentially knows what we're doing. But we'll see if they have the ability, or the sideboard, to take us out. Take us out, take us down. I don't remember what... Cat's freaking out. Don't remember what the sleeves looked like that came with the Planeswalkers. It's a little slow. But really hard to justify mulliganing. Because we got instant speed 2. Oh, that's actually very nice. Really pulls the deck together. Yeah, then I can instant speed 2, and then do a 3 of some sort. Yeah, I'm not going to be playing the Blinkmoth Nexus, I don't think, so we're just going to go ahead and smoke on in. Get in our chip damage. Interesting. They might memory lapse this. They don't. Interesting. Well, smork in. I think I want to play Archon here. Do you counter this? You do. Okay. Very fair. Brawl. Interesting. They did miss a land drop. That's important to note. Just trying to figure out... So they almost certainly have counterspell here, I assume. So I don't think I want to show them my spellbinders. They don't have a counterspell. That's very interesting. I think I'm pretty safe just attacking. I only get 1 chip damage in, but I don't think it matters. Yeah, that's absolutely fine with me. My opponent would need an untapped... They would need a basic and a board wipe, so... I don't care about an attacking brawl. And okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna block. I will take 1 damage. No reason for me to risk my Archon. Oh yeah, I forgot Brawl works like that. That's fine. That's actually pretty nice to see. We'll do this. See what they have in their hands. I think it has to be Linvala just because she's too big. And can cast this now. Put it to 4. Could also just sack a clue. Did I play a land this turn? I think I played this turn. Yeah. Why is my stupid thing? Yeah. I think I'll just play the Savior here. That's definitely not how that dog would woof. Just saying. Right. Technically, I do not need to play any more land. And I'm not going to animate, or I don't need to cast anything else. I'm not going to animate Blinkmoth Nexus. Because they could just steal it with Archmage's Charm. Yeah, I don't need to cast anything. I don't want them to counter a spell. They could just draw a card. Drop 2 cards with this, and I think I'm fine with that. Draw a card now. Alright. I do assume they're going to draw 2. Yep. Let's see if they have anything here. Wrath of God would not help. Cool. I could blow up one of these, but I don't think it matters. Would I activate Blinkmoth Nexus here? Sure. I don't think I'll need to use Field of Ruin, but I don't know. Maybe I will. Nah, I want to hold up all of the white men I can. Did you draw another Archmage Charm? Does not appear that way. I will end the turn. Time wait. Alright, my opponent's dead. I mean, we're supposed to just beat up on blue-white control. We just make it annoying for them to... I mean, for what it's worth, they did stall out on lands. Absolutely true. But we still made plays, you know, we were making kind of the best decisions that we could there. I did forget about the brawl board wipe, but didn't end up biting us too much, so. Saul good. Saul Goodman. Attorney at law. This does not scream Warbeast to me. This should maybe be Angrath, a Johnny, Kiora even. I mean, it's really hard to say no to a curve. Like, Thalia, like, on turn 2 is just... mwah, chef kiss. And they mulliganed. Wait, this person doesn't have sleeves? Disgusting. Disgusting! It was one of us. Oh, interesting. You're trying to do dumb stuff. Okay. My opponent's over here trying to do dumb stuff. I'm trying to make sure my opponent doesn't do dumb stuff. Obviously, I would like an additional land. Playing Archon against a deck like this is probably going to be pretty good. Tangled Adhesion. Can also just Skyclave it. Ah, I didn't draw land. I don't think they block. Yeah, I didn't think so. And I have to sadly end the turn. Interesting. I see. You know, Mind Stone. Okay. I would love an untapped land. Not an untapped land. Very unfortunate. Make her a little larger. Yeah, Kinnan... Yeah, Kinnan wouldn't work with Containment Priest, so... That's potentially fine, I assume. Okay, they're the Mind Stone. Cost them 3, 1, 2... Okay, Lenoir Elves, okay. So yeah, they're just setting up. Not what I wanted. Absolutely not what I wanted. We'll absolutely trade this Luminarch Aspirant. Stop it. Okay. Opponent has to win the game here, essentially. The double Selfless Savior is very helpful at maintaining board presence. Obviously, they can get a swords... Can they get a sword from this? I never remember. Yeah, okay. They can get a swords, Light of Hope. Doesn't matter all that much. Pondered, I don't think I care about that too much. Force Spike, don't care. Dark Ritual. Depends on what's in their hand, I guess. Duress. Doesn't hurt me. Lightning Bolt. I have Selfless Saviors. I'm at 20. I just don't care about that. Again, I'm at 20. Fog would be annoying. Yeah, Fog would potentially be annoying. But they do only have green mana here. Alright, opponent's playing dumb stuff. Alright, opponent is trying to play dumb things. The issue... I guess that hurts Kinnan, right? Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a battlefield for the rest on the bottom. Alright. Okay, yeah. So we do want those. But I think that's all we have for nonsense. Yeah, it really just is rampant nonsense. Alright. So against ramp or nonsense, we still like the Sentinels. What do we like the least? We love the Declaration Stones. Containment Priest, still great. I could get rid of a Thraben Inspector. Sure. We're going second. I don't know if it matters all that much. This could be good. Did I only see blue-green? I did only see blue-green. I might not need Reidane. Or would I rather just get rid of Maul? I guess I'll just get rid of Maul. Sure. Why do I have a Twitter message? That's why. I can't keep a one-lander. I love the Esper Sentinel. I really do. I really, really want to keep this. We'll keep this and be sad about it. The issue here is the fact that if we play Thalia on turn 2 and we don't draw a third land, Declaration in Stone, King sucks. This will probably be a, yep, Kriya Char. I could Deck and Stone that now. Just play Thalia here. Potentially slow them down. I need a third land. We do have a 40% chance of getting it. Well, this helps me beat their face, I suppose. What the hell are they playing? Oh, because this adds more mana than you. Okay, sure. So it's definite mana dumb deck. Huh. Very interesting. All right. Well, I think I'm just gonna Skyclave Apparition this, since I have 3 of them. Goodbye. They play Kinnan. I just want to show. So, this is why I say Death and Tax is not an aggro deck, right? If it were an aggro deck, we wouldn't be having these. We would still have this, for sure. We'd still have this. We'd still have this, right? If we were just an aggro deck. However, the entire point of having these cards together is just to make it so our opponent can't play. Wait, did we? Oh yeah, we won 2 of them. That's awesome. Very happy about that. I definitely like it, for sure. Do we get a free version of this? We don't get a free version of that. Sag. Nope, not profile. I wanted to go to the store. Because I wanted to see these. If those are just how the sleeves look, and it doesn't have, like, wizards on them, like, that nonsense, I actually think these are pretty good value. Yeah, I mean, this is a better Sarkhan. He doesn't have the cheesy nips. You still get nips with Sarkhan, so if you like Dragon Man nips, then, you know, good for you. This is not Fraley. This is a Captain Nick Fury. It's Captain Nicky Fury. I will say I really don't like Davriel's actual face. I like Davriel with a mask on. He's Davriel a bit of a butterface in my opinion, but you know, it's just me. Also, why do I feel like this would have been better in Silver Quill than like Liliana? But you know, whatever. Story, thematic reasons. Why is she so thick? Don't know how I was dancing. Teo looks like a handsome young gent. He's got the drip. It's very true. He does have the drip. Yeah, that was Death in Texas. I will see you. I mean, the next week we'll have more Death in Texas. Shut up, all right? I'd like to thank my lovely patrons for the continued support. If you'd like to join them in supporting the show, you'll find links down in the description. You could also just become a Twitch sub or a YouTube channel member. All of those things are fantastic ways to financially support the show. Or you can just like, comment, subscribe. All that stuff really, really does help. And of course, until next time, all be one.